Hey everybody, this is Jason Buff from PortraitMasterclass.com, and this is a 5-minute tutorial on one way that you can very quickly color grade your image. Now let's go through and look at what we have here. This has already got a couple of little things on it. I'm going to take all that off, and so you can just see what we're working with. Here's the original image, and what I want to show you is this is what it ended up being at the very end. Now I personally think I kind of overdid it a little bit, and so you know, when I look at this, it just feels a little bit over the top, but that's all right. That's fine. We just, you know, we got to keep creating, and that's the main thing, right? Okay, so as most of you know, color grading is based on the color wheel. So whenever you're working with an image, you want to think about what colors you're using and ways to combine colors together so that it's pleasing to the eye. Typically what I'll do, I will say 90% of the time, is I'll have a lot of colors on this end that are kind of like blended together, you know, and they all kind of like harmonize with each other. And then I'll have one little color that's kind of sticking out on the other end here that is creating interest and creating a image that's kind of coming towards you, which is kind of the opposite of these colors, which seem to be kind of going away from you, and it gives you a kind of three-dimensional image. But we're not necessarily going to talk about that today. What we're going to talk about is a very quick way just to add a nice tone onto the top of your image to kind of get you going in the right direction. And this, sometimes some people use this as their entire color grading arsenal. So I just wanted to teach this to you real quick because it's very, very simple and it's very, very quick to do. So I'm going to get rid of these guys. This is what we're going to make. I'm going to just delete those, and we're going to work. I'm going to select these guys and just put them into a, just group them together so we have a clean, oh, oops, I just deleted it, but all right, so we don't need them. We don't need them. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't panic. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to create two different colors. So I'm going to go down here and go to solid color and click OK. And that first color that I'm going to do, if you remember, was kind of a yellowish orange kind of color. So it was like over here, and maybe add just a little bit of orange to it. And yeah, we can always go back and change this. So there we go. There's your yellow orange. And I'm going to make another one of these. So I can just either hit Control or Command J, or I can drag this down, or I can hit, you know, go down here and do solid color again, but I'm just going to do it the way it is. And now I want to get that blue color. So I'm going to go over here. And I want to keep this super simple. So we only have 3 panels here. We got the layers, we got the canvas, and we got the tools. So I'm going to go over here and get this blue. And again, I can change this a little bit if I want to, and I'm going to click OK. So on the yellow, I'm going to change that to multiply, and the blue, I'm going to change that to lighten. So this is what we get if you just look at it like all at 100%. So I'm just going to take this down to 0 and this down to 0. And now I'm going to slowly bring up the yellow. And you're going to see that it's really affecting the light areas. It's kind of backwards intuitive because it is multiply, but it does give you this effect because it's a lighter color. So I'm going to pull that up, and then I'm going to pull up this guy, the green, and you can see that we're getting a really nice, interesting effect. And if you want to change these, if you want to make this darker, you can make it darker, you can make it more, you know, greenish or more purplish or whatever, just based upon your preference. So bring that up a little bit. And then at the very top of this, what I like to do, and my favorite real adjustment layer is selective color for color grading. So you can go through here now and just start really kind of super, you know, playing with the colors and everything. Now I use a bunch of different techniques for color grading. So this would just be one thing to kind of add a little bit of style and to kind of, you know, it might be one of the color grading tools in your arsenal of other tools that you're using. So if you go to the neutrals or the grays, you're going to be able to really change like these colors. Like, wow, there we go. You're going to pull it over into the green, and you can take out, you know, bring up the yellows and do all kinds of things like that. And then obviously the, oops, what did I do? Then obviously the yellows are going to play a big, well, I guess I already did the yellows. And, you know, the blues and stuff, I don't think it's really going to do much. I primarily mess with just the reds, the yellows, and the grays. But anyway, and then you can copy all these and put them into a group if you want to, and just kind of say, okay, I went too far with it, and kind of slowly bring them all up, and then There we go. That looks good. All right, guys. That is it for my 5 minutes. Don't forget to follow me here. I'm going to be doing a lot of new videos. And don't forget to go to portraitmasterclass.com or go to jabustudio.com/myfreetextures to download my free textures. And we'll see you guys soon. Thanks a lot.